Welcome this morning to this Mindful Monday, and as ever we are alternating each week with Mindful Mondays. One week we have an embodied meditation practice, and the other week we have a little bit of extra exploration of an embodiment pose. That was last week, so it's the meditation-y one today. Starting today then, perhaps with just a little bit of centering, and you can stay where you are. Stand up if you wish, but you can stay seated. And we'll just go through our ABC. A for awareness. So perhaps feel your feet on the ground if they can reach from your chair or if you're standing. And feel your body supported by what you're sitting on. Notice the air around you, the temperature. And notice any sounds that you hear either in the distance or close by. And notice how your body feels this morning. Is it tense? Is it tired? Does it need a little bit of extra care and attention? And notice your breath. Is it shallow or deep? Does it need a little bit of extra ease, a little bit of softening of your belly? And B for balance, so rocking back and forth, side to side, up and down, finding that sweet spot in the center which has the least effort. And C for core, so softening the core as we exhale. So with an inhale, perhaps you can lengthen up through the spine. And as you exhale, bring softness down the front, down your face, down your jaw, your shoulders, your belly. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and soften. And another C for connection. For those live, maybe having a little look at the faces on the screen, the other people sharing this space with you. Or bring someone to mind, a person, a pet, anybody that makes you feel warm inside. It can be past or present as well. And then shake that out. So before we pressed record, we were just talking about the change and the shift in the seasons and the flow of energy. There's almost a heaviness in the air at the moment. It feels as though it should be cooler, but it's humid. We've had thunderstorms in various areas of the country. And there's a sense that a few of us in this group, talking in the Zoom group, are feeling that tiredness, a sense of sluggishness, and not being able to get our energy going enough. So perhaps if we encourage ease and relaxation, a little more energy will come through. So that's going to be the focus today. So finding a position for this meditation practice. And as we discuss regularly, traditionally we sit tall in meditation, but if your body needs you to be lying down or supported or resting, then please do that. Do what you need to do today. And settling into that position, each part of you, making any adjustments that you need and using cushions or blankets. And then consider your eyes. Do you want them open or closed? Perhaps just the gaze lowered. If you're anxious at any time and your eyes are closed, look around the room. Look at familiar objects or pictures that you can see. And notice sounds again, sounds in the distance, sounds nearby. Have a little scan again to see if there's tension in your body. And even at this point, if you can find a little extra ease. Perhaps you can sense or imagine the space just around your body, around your whole body, like an invisible glove, like a force field. And maybe you can imagine when you take a breath in, that sense of space increases a little, expands a little. The energy around you grows a little. And each time you exhale, perhaps you can imagine it soften. You might even sense it with light becoming slightly brighter around you and then softening when you breathe out. Letting your awareness come down to your feet and each of your toes. Sensing the space around the feet and between each toe. Perhaps you can imagine the breath filling the feet and each toe. As you inhale, feeling expansion, a little bit of vibrancy. And as you exhale, finding softening, ease, relaxation. As though your feet and your toes are breathing. Perhaps you can sense or imagine the space around your lower legs and your knees, the calves and the shins, the front and back of the knees. That space expanding and softening. And imagining and sensing the space within your lower legs and your knees. As though your lower legs and your knees are breathing. Inhaling, feeling vibrancy and expansion. Exhaling, feeling relaxation and ease. Letting your awareness slide up the legs to the upper legs and the hips. Sensing or imagining that space around the thighs and the hips. Perhaps you can imagine the upper legs and the hips as though they are breathing. Inhaling, sensing vibrancy and expansion. Exhaling, finding relaxation and ease. Perhaps you can imagine the whole of both legs and the space around the whole of both legs. Sensing the space within the whole of both legs. As though the whole of both legs, each leg, breathing. Inhaling, feeling vibrancy and expansion. Exhaling, finding relaxation and ease. Allowing your awareness to slide up to the pelvis and the lower belly. Perhaps you can sense or imagine the space around the pelvis and the lower belly. That space expanding and softening. And the space within the pelvis and the lower belly. sensing or imagining it filling with the breath. Inhaling, finding vibrancy and expansion in the pelvis and the lower belly. Exhaling, finding relaxation and ease. Sensing or imagining the space around the upper belly, around the back, the sides, the front of the belly. Sensing that space, protective space, expanding and relaxing. And sensing the space on the inside of the belly, expanding and relaxing, as though the belly itself is breathing. Inhaling, finding vibrancy and expansion. Exhaling, finding relaxation and ease. Moving your awareness up to the chest and sensing or imagining the space around the chest, the front of the chest, the sides of the chest up into the armpits, and the back of the chest and the spine. Sensing that space, expanding and relaxing, softening. Inhaling, finding vibrancy and expansion. Exhaling, finding relaxation and ease. Letting your awareness slide down the arms to the fingers and the hands. Sensing or imagining the space around the hands and between each finger, like gloves. And sensing the space within the hands, feeling the hands from the inside. And imagining as though the hands themselves are breathing. Inhaling, finding vibrancy and expansion. Exhaling, with relaxation and ease. Moving your awareness to the lower arms and the elbows. Sensing or imagining the space around the lower arms and each elbow. Sensing that space move with the breath, expanding and contracting. and the space inside the lower arms and the elbows, filling with the breath, as though breathing. Inhaling, finding vibrancy and expansion. Exhaling with relaxation and ease. Moving your awareness to the upper arms and shoulders, sensing the space right around the upper arms, back into the armpit and over the shoulders, like a cloak. Sensing that space expanding and contracting. And the space within the upper arms and shoulders, as though the upper arms are breathing. Inhaling with vibrancy and expansion. Exhaling, finding relaxation and ease. Sensing the neck and the space around the neck, the front, the sides, the back of the neck. And sensing the space within the neck. Imagining the neck filling with the breath. Feeling the neck from the inside, as though the whole neck is breathing. Inhaling, bringing vibrancy, expansion. Exhaling with relaxation and ease. Moving to the head, sensing or imagining the space around the head, over the face, the sides of the head, the back of the head, and the space at the top of the head. Sensing that space expanding and contracting. Sensing the space within the head. Being aware of each of the muscles in the face. The muscles around the eyes, the eyelids, the nose and the cheeks, the mouth and the jaw, and the tongue. Inhaling, finding vibrancy and expansion. Exhaling with relaxation and ease. Sense the whole body here and the space around the whole body, expanding, contracting. The space within the whole body, as though the whole body is breathing. Inhaling with vibrancy and expansion. Exhaling, finding relaxation and ease. With your body resting here, an invitation for a visualization, wandering through a familiar pathway, noticing the air around you. It might be damp with early morning, but warm. Notice what's underfoot, crunch of gravel or sponginess of grass. Following the pathway to the edge of a pond, finding somewhere to sit. It's your pond, your seat. It might be a bench or a fallen tree trunk. Becoming aware of the scents around you. Thick nettles to one side with strong aroma. Or maybe some wild garlic nearby. Overhead, a canopy of trees, and perhaps the colours of the leaves are beginning to shift just a little. The flowing of energy and the changing and shifts of the seasons. The pond in front of you. Big lily pads. And the remnants of occasional flowers between them. What do you hear? Perhaps an occasional splosh in the pond. Some rustling in the undergrowth from a bird or a rabbit. Dappled sunlight peeping through. And the temperature changing just a little with a gentle breeze. This is your space. And you know you can rest here, relax here. The flow of energy from nature around you. The shifting scents and sounds. You might rest your hand down. Is it on grass or the bench or the bark of the fallen tree? Your own exploration. Resting here, sensing the space around your body. Sensing the space within your body. Your whole body filling with breath. Your whole body breathing. Inhaling, feeling the shifts and flow of energy, finding vibrancy and expansion. Exhaling, feeling relaxation and ease. Allowing yourself to rest here in this place, listening to the sounds around you and focused on your own breath for the next couple of minutes. It's okay if your attention wanders. Bring it back to the sense of space and to the sense of your breath. Awareness of your breath, awareness of the sense of space, awareness of inhaling with expansion and feeling the shift in energy, and exhaling, finding that ease, softness, and relaxation. And perhaps in your mind, by the pond, you can come to stand again, taking a last glance at the water, the lilies, the trees, a last inhale of the scents around you, and make your way back down the pathway, feeling the ground beneath your steps, back to where you began. And allowing yourself some time to reach the end of this practice. Perhaps taking some deeper breaths. some gentle movements, maybe even a stretch. And slowly, as you're ready, open your eyes once again.